Hello, so did it go? Done! Ed presses his lips together, nods. Without a word, he pulls a fistful of rubles from inside his pocket and hands them to you. Never once looking you in the eye. You have 350 rubles. That's for the job. I thought I'd ask Petya, the lad at the north gate, to do this. We've got a lot of fight in him. I wanted to look into the traitor's eyes before killing him. Understand what it's like. He's the best, though. Good of him. Thank you. This money is a great help. So, now that the deed is done, I will take a little more work. As you can see, we are honest people and we reward honest work. A rare thing out here in the wastes. I'll say it now if you agree. The pay will be much better. Tell me the details. Fine, the bandits had their spy in our village. Now I want to have a spy in their camp. Since you've shown yourself to be a very resourceful person, I'm offering the job to you. It will actually be easier for you since you're new here. The bandits already know all of my boys, but you could easily gain their trust in the gang. I need one of our men to walk into the lion's den. To be more specific, what is it that I have to do? Just work for them. Do what they ask you to do. Act like one of them. Keep me informed of their plans. If I know what those bandits are planning, I might be able to come up with a plan on my own. I agree. Sounds interesting. Great. Now we need to figure out how to get you into the camp. Did you find anything interesting in the body of the traitor? Just this card. I heard that the bandits create their own official documents. Sounds like a terrible idea to me, but on the other hand, I still think like I did in the old life. Criminals now have much less to fear than in the old days. Yes, that might be just what we need. Try showing this card at the bandit camp gate. I know for a fact that you may approach without getting shot. Probably. There is a strong possibility they will think you're one of their own. It's dicey, but they'll do it. Remember, I expect to get paid handsomely for this. Of course, don't even worry about that. I never go undercover myself, but I understand how difficult it is. We were paid well, and the village will be forever grateful. We marked their camp. Give your map to the head, and after some consideration, he carefully draws a cross in the spot the bandits' camp should be. After reading your map one more time, he hands it back to you. There, done. This is where those bastards live. Also, you might need a gun for the job. Check it with the armor. He'll help you with it. More money! Actually, I have a lot of money now. I wonder if this fish sells for anything. You wanna buy some fish? I was sent for a weapon. You heard about that, right? Alright, guys, over fun. Take a man's head out, clean off his shoulders. Gave me a rusty Nagant pistol. It's terrible. A biscuit. Here's a biscuit. Fish. Ooh, actually worth a bit. Worth a fair bit. The fish. But another spider brain on me. Do I have any more shit on me? Not really. Alright. Got a lot of money now. Aid. Okay. Else? Lowers radiation, a bunch. FEV. That's funny. Renamed it. I don't think I want to inject FEV. Okay. No. I don't know if there's much to do in town now. think we're gonna head out. Go infiltrate that gang. Screw it, let's go do it. Alright, yeah, same stuff. Alright. Let's go. I like that loading screen a lot. Very nice. Very nice looking load screen. Alright, welcome to the world map. There's the bunker we need to get to, apparently. Way up there. That town. There's the factory that the bandits are hanging out, apparently. Anything above the town? Exploring. Winter. Well, that's pretty. It was auto-saved, huh? Give your meat a hearty rub. Oh, shit. You approach a small fortress. A mustached soldier at the gate raises his hand for you to stop and lightly switches off the safety on his gun. Stop right here. Lowers the sunglasses and scans your person suspiciously. Y'all got papers? Of course. Will this do? Low examines the heap of scrap papers with unexpected interest and tucks it away in his bosom of his jacket, then puffs a cloud of smoke in your direction and shakes his head so the sunglasses drop back over his eyes. You can always use more paper for roll-ups. Alright, I'll get my permission to enter the fortress. Oh, so you're the boss here? Oh, so you're the boss here? Look, adjusts his helmet. The word peace is emblazoned across the front, and it takes a drag and a cigarette. Biggest boss, leader of the Wolves of Paragon, a fighting unit in, well, Paragon. Guard the trade routes. Why did you hang those three over there? Those rascals here, they're caught robbing travelers on the road, and we try to make an example. Anyway, the guards need to have some fun once in a while. You can check their pockets if you're not too squeamish. Perhaps there's something left. Dinner's offered, but let's talk about something else. Could you answer a couple questions? Your personality obviously doesn't charm the man enough to make him answer. God, my man, I don't get paid to stand around answering questions. Alright. Where's the people he hung? Oh, there. You let me search them, huh? Sure. Spoon. Pliers. A single ruble. This is why you loot things. The guy in here with a knife. That's a nice knife. Next to 16. 7 to 18. That is a lovely looking knife. Barely saw his corpse in that bush. Did I miss anything over here now? Is there a corpse in this bush? No. Heavy looking pot-bellied man is hunched over a makeshift barbecue, keeping one eye on the suspicious looking meat on the grill and whistling a jaunty tune. He spots you. The cook's expression slackens to one of intense boredom. Apparently your grim persona doesn't impress him much. Looking to make a purchase? But there are some questions. Cook looks like you uncertainly and glances the meat sizzling on the grill. A little busy right now. Oh, what do you got? Bunch of food. Eh. I don't really need any food. The bearded soldier in the helmet and an old Soviet army shirt called Gimnasterka. He rocks on his heels, the thumbs jammed into his broad leather belt. The soldier winks when he sees you. Hiya. Hello to you too. Could you answer a couple of questions for me? Can I ask? I'll decide whether to answer. The rumors in these parts? What are the formal folks in this region talking about? Reports of human trafficking in other parts of the Waste. We thankfully don't have much of that around here. I have nothing but utter contempt for slavery and everything connected to it. Very commendable of you. Is the same thing? Yeah, okay. Yeah. These lands dangerous. Extremely dangerous, but thanks to us, they're getting safe all the time. Yes, there's many places I wouldn't recommend a civilian to go, but this fortress is not one of them. That's a secret. What are you doing here? No secret at all. We're guarding the northern border of the civilized parts of the wasteland. Paragon's merchants hired us. We guard the trade routes day and night. Constant vigilance. Very commendable of you. About yourself. Oh, thanks. I don't like talking about myself to strangers. Alright. It's fine. You don't have to. Can I steal from you, or are you gonna murder me? Well, I can't open it because I'm trash. I got the canned meats. How's my hunger right now? Forgot where I see it. I forgot where I see my hunger. Oh, there it is. Found it. Nice. In front of you stands a man armored like a tank. You're repeatedly striking his helmet head against concrete blocks and crying out the kind of mantra, 1, 2, 3, blow, bell! As by the guard's non-reaction, this happens on a regular basis. Are you alright? The soldier continues to self-torture. Either he can't hear you or he's choosing to ignore you. What are you doing, you silly Billy? Are you mad? The soldier continues to self-torture. Either he can't hear you or he's choosing to ignore you. Since you choose to insult him right out of the gate, maybe it's the best for the best. Attract the soldier by attention by tapping on his cuirass. He doesn't notice you at first, but after you tap him once more, he slowly turns, as if reluctant, in your direction. You flinch back from his oddly featured face. His eyes are unnaturally large and different colors. He looks at you silently. When he blinks, his eyes aren't in sync. Hi, are you okay? He's only silent for quite a while before answering in a muffled voice. All good? Good. Can I ask you a few questions? The man gives you a long look, suddenly frowns. We can gesture if to ask what's wrong. Not answering questions. Don't like smart asses. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. He doesn't want to speak to me. Asshole. Giant man rides in front of you. Dressed in a uniform trousers and striped tank top. His mighty body oozes health and strength. However, his grin and the piercing glance of his ice blue eyes are giving you the chills. Look back at the giant as you recall the words of wise advice you once had in Adam. There are fighters whose eyes reflect the emptiness and horrors of war. Avoid them. They are afraid of death, and there are fighters whose eyes are filled with drunken ecstasy of the battle, the reflections of endless fields covered in their enemies' bodies. Avoid them, for death is following them like their faithful dog. And it looks like right now you have to deal with a second kind of fighter. You're looking at son. Don't tell me that you've recognized me. Not really. Just came to chat. Ask a couple questions. The fighter measures you with an annoyed look. Ain't no broad. I ain't making chin music. State your business and stay on the point. Much. Just a couple more questions. You want to get to know me better, don't you? You're gonna try to talk me into marrying you. Hey, you should have been born a gal, and a good-looking one at that. Alright, you're lucky there's nothing to do around here. Go ahead, but remember, most of what the ordinary folk will gladly tell you is a military secret from me. Any good rumors? Heard that there's a foreign blockhead who thinks some kind of gossip broad that is interested in the rumors. I found out who that is, I'll rip their head off and stick a cabbage head in their neck instead. See where you're going with it. Let me ask another question. What can you tell me about this place? The post at a post-apocalyptic border outpost. Cooler uniforms, larger and more serious guns. By the way of thinking, is the same as in the old Union. Bribes, smuggling, nepotism, pointless backstabbing. Like that just said. What are you doing here? Waiting for a time when I won't be able to look at myself in the mirror without disgust. That's why I chose this profession. What are you? A wolf among a pack of cubs, on a leash, held by a fat cat. You deliver it? Giant gestures at his workmate gathered in the lab post. He's a cub pack. The fat cat, however, to be more precise, a whole cloud of cats are in Paragon. Done a good job explaining. Who could say that? Before you ask me whether or not I recognize you, was I supposed to? The fighter breaks into an ominous grin. If you haven't recognized me, it means you weren't supposed to. Let's leave it at that. You tell me if my guess is correct? Giant grins condescendingly. Could be fun. Alright, shoot. In former times, you were the famous martial artist Tadeusz Krasnizov. You're an agent for the legendary Atom, working undercover. You're the chess grandmaster Mikhail Botvinnik, an experienced fighter, maybe even a GRU agent. You're a honorary gladiator from the famous villainous Great Caligula's Coliseum. I'm gonna guess 4. An experienced fighter, maybe even a GRU agent. Hey, wait a second. Fighter stops you with a wave of his hand. The moment when you begin to say the letters GRU and having a look around gently, almost lovingly, starts to push you towards the exit from the outpost. Well, it was nice talking to joke around. It's all fun and games. Some and the other father has to guard his outpost. Yeah, good luck in your journey. I think we hit the nail on the head. Alright. Interesting. Find the bed. The outhouse. What about back here? Nope. Well, this is a pretty shitty trading outpost. You can drink that? Why would you? Alright, well. Interesting place. Let's head out. Okay, so I'm guessing that's a border up there, and oh boy, this goes far to the side. Oh, let's just go this way. What could go wrong? I have a feeling things could go wrong. Check it out. Keep people on campfire? Why not? Hopefully they don't kill me. They're probably gonna try to kill me, aren't they? You see a tired man out of about 30 with a lacerated face and a strong calloused hand holds an old rifle. The barrel is not aimed at anyone in particular, but wanders from side to side as he's ready to settle on one of his companions at any second. Seeing you, the man lifts his weapon. Wow, another one joins the party. It's not like your best interest to spook me, man. I could shoot you where you stand. Calm down, calm down. I was asking some questions. Well, ask away. Ask away then. Who are you? Who are you? Ivan Kondratov, Vazilev's bodyguard. Who's Vazilov? Vazilov? Yes, the disco dancer looking guy over there, but you won't be able to decide for long. In the near future, I'll probably become a gun for hire because the shit I got in today tasted pretty sour. Okay? See, can I ask another question? What are you all standing around here for? I stand around here because I said to stand here. I'm not leaving this place until I know what's what. We're going to the Krasnozamity. Me, those guys, and the driver. First day turned out good. Shot pointed the way. He's our guide. Boris drove fine like always. Knowing his UAZ so good. Spent the night at old lady Nadia's cabin. She's a great old crone, you know, even though she's crazy about cats. She told us a story about a new kind of mutant, haunting the local swamp. The leather worm. A hell of a beast. Looks like a thin snake or large worm. When those critters sneaks through your ear into the skull, it's the end of you. He'll possess your brain and your whole body will be his, and he'll do it so well no one can tell the difference. The biggest clue would be this: the possessed person begins to mix up names, to forget small events from the past. Oh, another thing, the possessed human turns into a cannibal. That's a sciencey word for man-eater. So, this is a story old Nida told us. The next day we got into a car crash. It rained a few days ago, so the road got all mushy. It looked like gravel, but it was slippery as heck, so we drove off the road. Found ourselves in the middle of the same swamp the old crone told us about. Not even the worst of it. We got separated trying to get out of there. Horse sank, I fell, and a shot ran off somewhere. Vazela was doing God knows what outside anyone's view for 10 minutes or so. As a result, I don't trust those two no more. Who knows, maybe one of them's possessed by the leather worm. Creepy. Creepy, can I help somehow? Looks at you suspiciously. How can you help me? If one of them's possessed, they'll never show it. Not until you turn your back on him, at least. I tried to talk with the others to search for clues. Let me just see. Any good rumors? Give you a rumor from the near future. This guy's near the swamp named Ivan who shot his guide and his boss because he believed they were dangerous mutants. I hope to God it won't come to this, but right now I feel like it's the only way. Alright. It's a nervous-looking black-haired fellow about 20. Talking to himself and nervously glancing at his companions and you. What an unlucky situation. Damn it. Ask you about some stuff? Be careful about it. Don't bet yourself. I'm Ashot Kasparov. I'm a guide for those two, you dig? I know the locale well, so I agreed to lead them to Krasnozamani. There were actually three in the beginning. Now I doubt they're even the same people that hired me. That's how it is. Let's see, I have a follow-up question. Why the vigil if it's not secret? What else can I do? I won't go with them, that's for sure. They hired me to guide their car to Krasnozamani. Everything was going well at first. The driver drove, I navigated. We spent the night at old lady Zena's dilapidated gas station. There's a funny dog named Toby. That's not what the other guy said. In the morning, the rain started, a real downpour. The driver couldn't handle the vehicle, smashed us in a tree, and we plunged right into the swamp. Barely made it out alive. One more minute, we'd have sunk to the bottom with the UAZ, along with the poor driver. We finally got out. We suddenly knew that where we were, in the skinworm swamp. A skinworm is this mutant crew that crawls inside of people through their mouths and starts controlling their bodies, you dig? It's so good, no one can tell the difference until it's too late. Until it leads you to some deserted place and starts eating your damn meat. I ran from the swamp, but these two didn't go with me. They got lost or something. We regrouped when we all got out of the swamp. But how do I know that the skinworm didn't get them? How can I guide them from the city if they might get strangled me as soon as I turn my back? You really want to help? That's good. That's very good. But we'll be able to. A real human shows little to no difference from a person controlled by his mutant. They fully copy the original. They may mix up some memories occasionally, or forget some of the names or other little details. But that's about it. Okay, that guy told a different story. Have I heard anything? Have I? Have heard too much about these damn mutants. They're everywhere. Beasts from old folk tales everywhere they are. Makes themselves look like trees or animals or people, and all just to kill one of us. Okay, what about this guy? Oh, look at that image. Just see a serious-looking, clean-shaven, middle-aged man with an almost concealed bald spot and a neatly trimmed mustache. He's dressed in a brown suit, red shirt, and patent leather shoes. Surprisingly rich outfit is complemented by gilt frame eyeglasses and a metallic chain around his fat neck. The man looks at you angrily. He's obviously very tense about something. Hey, you pleb, are you local? Spill the beans. I don't have a lot of patience right now, thanks to these two nitwits. Not local. Man, that's a disappointed gasp. Damn it, shit, how much longer should I sit here with these two nut jobs of all people? Man glances hatefully at his companions. Ugh, fuck my life. Ask you a few questions. Ask away, what else is there to do but talk? Who are you? Man looks surprised, but he shakes his head if he's remembered that no one here knows him. Vsevolod Markelov is my name. The trade is my game. I'm the famous owner of the Markelov & Son Cooperative. What, you never heard of us? Unfucking believable. What is this shithole? Thought I never heard of it. Not a big connoisseur of shit or traitors. No, never heard of it. The man looks angrily at a point somewhere on the horizon and exhales sadly. What happened here? The man looks vexed. I, a wealthy, intelligent man, got stuck here with these two chimps. That's what happened here. I was invited to Krasnozamani to have a talk with the Chamber of Commerce. As I tried to grow my business in any way possible, I took the offer without a second thought. Dressed in my best outfit, packed up a sample of my wares, hired a guide, and brought along my best guard. Thought he was my best anyway, and got Boris behind the wheel. We ended up in this rotten corner of the wastes. Then what? Then what? After that, there was the road, or should I say the lack thereof. Nothing our USA couldn't handle, though, at least in the beginning. It was a jolly ride. The local plebs couldn't have caught up to us if they tried. It was quite nice, actually, sitting in a warm car, looking at the trees passing by. When the night came, we stayed at old Lady Valia's house. Good old gal, you know. She lives along with her cat, Petka, and doesn't fear anything. Real queen of a ruined gas station. But this time, she didn't just feed us and put us to bed. She told us a story about the skin worm. How it targets people traveling alone. How it feeds them, it drives them mad and destroys their companions, and ultimately devours them. Kill the beast is a skin worm. No such beast. The whole idea is moronic, an old wives' tale. Proletariat folklore, made up of people who trade with old Valia. Anyway, the legend goes there's a mutant in the local swamp, and if you walk there alone, it falls down from a branch, crawls inside your mouth. Once it's inside you, it connects to your nervous system, destroys your personality, and switches to its own. Then your body becomes a sort of doll, controlled by the worm from the inside. But you don't look any different, and no one ever notices the change. Only made a difference, the worm has trouble with your memories. Mix up names and locations, things like that. Do you know why he takes people over? To lure real humans in a trap and feast on their flesh. Only human flesh is nutritious to the worm, as they say. But it's all bullshit, moronic bullshit. Don't say. What happens next? The man's face fills with deep torment. We continue our drive in the morning. We'd have been in Crescent Amity by noon, if not with a cursed fog. It's like driving through cotton batting. Boris was an ace driver, but he couldn't see for squat and crashed into a tree. We all ended up in the swamp. The tree, the samples, the car, and us inside it, all into that stinking sinkhole. We, myself, Ivan the guard, and Casper the guide were able to clamber out through the roof, but Boris struck his head in the windshield. He sank to the bottom with all his stuff a few minutes later. Water kept bubbling for half an hour or so. Then what? Man sniffs. Then we saw that we were in the same swamp as from Valia's story. Casper ran off straight away. That's what you get with locals. Just took off like a hare through the underbrush. Me and Ivan followed, but Ivan fell into a bush while I kept going. He got a leg cramp or something. In other words, the three of us were separate for a while. We only regrouped when we arrived here. Right then would be a great time to look for some locals. Get help, right? Not according to those two. Casper, the freaking savage, told us he won't move or show us the way anymore because we can't guarantee some of us haven't been changed by a worm. And Ivan, who I trusted with my life, repeated the same bullshit, saying, Vizela, how can I be sure you're not infected by the worm? And I don't know about the guide either. Maybe you're both cannibals now. Maybe you're just waiting for a chance to knock me over the head and all my tender flanks. Now we've got a dilemma. I want to go help get my car to the swamp, but I can't do that without a guide. And the guide's not going anywhere since he's afraid we'll eat him. My guard simply wants to abandon us as soon as his legs feel better. Meanwhile, he's threatening to shoot anyone who makes a move. I would have shot him myself, but I have no gun, and I pity the idiot. He served me faithfully for years, didn't he? Anyway, that's why we're here, just sitting, waiting for this catastrophe to somehow work itself out. Help you with your dilemma. And a flicker of hope lights in the back of the man's eyes. Really? Well... Yeah, let's think about this for a moment. So, this guy said it was a gas station. This guy said it was a hut and she's a witch. But he did say something about cats, which this guy also said. Let's see. Nadia. Cats. Leatherworm. In the ear. Xena. And a dog. Yeah, they're all being pretty fucking... None of them's making any kind of sense. All three are saying different things. Got an achievement. Paranoia. What is the actual solution to this? I actually kind of want to know now. Is there a solution, or is this just paranoia the quest? Huh. Yeah, I don't think there's an actual solution for this. I don't think there's a real solution for this. It's not like that conundrum where it's like one guy tells the truth and one guy lies or anything like that, because those you can actually figure out. Unless we can actually meet this person they're talking about. Either the witch or the person in the gas station or whatever the other guy said. If we can meet this person, then we can confirm a truth. But as far as I can tell, they're all fucking nut jobs. That was an interesting encounter. Well, let's head towards this bunker. Trading caravan. I could do some trading. Why not? Any loot on the map? Trader. Oh, there's a from up there. He's a stalking, shaven man dressed in a pre-war denim jacket, just with sly looks, a large bag, and grim-looking guards around him. He's a trader. Hello, stranger. Can I introduce you a little something from our collection? The trader looks over it with a practiced eyes, though estimating how much money you're carrying. Hello, mind showing me what you have in stock? What you got? Got beetroots. +3 survival hat. I kinda want it. I'm buying that hat. I'm buying your hat, sir. Put in some random things that I don't need. I have a better thing than a shiv now, so... Put on my money now. Alright. I bought a friggin' hat. Where does this go? Actually goes in a cave. Leshy. I'm scared. Oh shit. Okay, avoid the green. No way to avoid the green here. Fail. Got it. Come on. Medkit. Don't like whatever this creature is. What lowers the poison again? The toxins. Water. There we go. Okay. Is this creature gonna murder me? Let's save. Holy shit, yes it will. I'm dead. There I go. Can I get a turn to like try to hit it? Because I want to see, like that thing spotted me and got to me instantly. Oh, I can get a turn. Oh, 32 damage crit. Shit, he's gonna kill me now though. He misses. Oh. Oh, live. Live, please. Yes! 275 XP, Jesus. I probably wasn't meant to kill this that early. That was a large creature, and that poisoned me a lot. Stimulant, rope, meat. That's it? Wasn't really worth it. Well, I killed a big creature, and I'm very proud of myself. I am gonna drink some more water now. Where's my canteen of water? That'll help. Good job, me. You stabbed a big creature with a very large crit. Does this thing have like extra crit? Yes, it does. It's nice. That's really nice, actually. Because I'm guessing, just like Fallout, I'm guessing aimed attacks have a higher crit chance. That's a thing in Fallout. Like so. X to take all. Okay. Maybe we should set up a camp, because I'm a bit wounded now. Oh. Oh, it's like a... abandoned town, a place. Loot. I don't think there's any loot. Okay, well. Our camp. Okay, my poison's gone. My hunger went down. Some health back. I got some health back as well. Alright. Head out. I probably shouldn't be heading to this bunker this early. But... oh god, it got very dark all of a sudden. Oh god. I am scared. Try to escape. Failure. Oh, good. Loot. Piece of tire. Yes, it's gonna be a bunch of loot by the enemies. Look over here somewhere. No, I actually see any loot over by them. More some flies and stuff. Ganta, so that's gonna be a stronger version. If I can just like run past. Get out of here. I got out of there. I probably should not come here this early, but here I go. Is this like rushing Nevada, or is this like rushing Navarro in Fallout 2? Did I just like doom myself? Why did I come here? Isn't this like the end game objective? Probably shouldn't have came here. This is probably a bad idea. But hey, wasn't that far from the starting town? Okay, any loot? Ant. What's a slash? Oh, it's stunned. I don't know what the main difference with attacks are. What's the bonus for slashing versus like stab? They're on. Should I be stabbing over slashing or slashing over stabbing? I don't know. Old boot. Pulse? Hey, with a knife. Somehow lose mine, I guess I'll have another one. The ants are coming from? Guessing this is the ant mound. Well, that critted real well. Attack now. Oh, he missed. Yeah. More ants. Shit, it's a rat. Oh, I accidentally skipped 2 turns. Luckily, didn't get to move. The rat. A big pile of Toxic shit. Let me save before I loot this in case I want to reroll. Or reload for bad loot. I'm sure this is safe. This is pointless. It's pointless. This is pointless. I'm not going up any higher right now. Weird. Okay, well. Nothing of value in there. I will save scum things like that. I mean, come on, it's a bunch of poison. That's a wolf. Ooh. It was actually easier than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot scarier. A lot of food on that one. Okay, we found the edge of the screen. I usually like to follow the edges first. I don't know why. Wow, just insta-kill. They're old wolves, so maybe that's why they're so easy. There'll be like a young wolf somewhere that'll like murder me. I have a shovel. I came prepared. Always bring a shovel with you. Step 1. Exploration. Always have a shovel. Man, he has a gun. Okay, let's not approach man with gun just yet. Raiding like fucking crazy. Big rock. Power of some sort. Maybe an air vent? But main complex? Never checked this out. Where stands a fairly well preserved autonomous minecart. It's filled with dusty old boxes. A control panel covered with old paint and still on the nose of the car. It's strange to see the minecart is almost free of rust and still usable. Inspect the boxes. Wooden boxes are empty, probably looted before the apocalypse. And only dust and sand. The old panel was freshly painted once, but the years took their toll. Now only patches of old paint cover the device, an indication the key functions disappeared or the years were under open sky. However, you get the feeling that the mechanism which makes the cart move may still be activated. Inspect the mechanism. Under the control panel, there's a plate which conceals the drive mechanism of the cart. The screws are rusted over, but with some force you could pull the plate out. Pull the plate out. Gather strength and pull, the rusty plate gives way. The rusty screws are no match for your muscles and snap off. You toss the plate aside and look at the mechanism. Inside of the cart are much more intricate than you thought, appearing to be complicated clockwork instead of electronics. Inspect it. Before you is a jumbled mess of gears, drums, springs, pistons, and levers. Every metallic surface is brown with heavy rust. However, the machinery itself looks repairable. Try to fix it. Success! Using your expert eye, you look at the mechanism. After a moment, you realize the device is much less complicated than it seems. Giving the center gear a push and returning the anchor fork to its slot, you take a step back to admire the fruits of your labor. Cart mechanism is now ready to use. Press buttons at random. No. The buttons cannot be pressed because all the exposure the car has suffered over the years. So I still can't use it. Well, I fixed it, but I still can't use it because buttons are fucked. That is a helo. A bunch of corpses around it. Cough, cough. Oh, it's very radioactive. Real ice. Let me reload. Okay. I want to see how close I can get. Okay, the second I get within the circle. Okay, so I am going to safe scum the shit out of this. Alright, that one has a personal diary. I'm gonna want to loot him. This guy's got trash. The guy's got a knife. There's loot in the heli, which is trash. Okay, so let's reload and just grab that journal and run. Do I have anything for, like, before heading into radioactive zone? Like a preventative? Not really. Run. Okay. Got a bit radiated, but got a journal. Starting my personal journal. Okay, hold on. How long is this? 6 pages. Okay. Starting my personal journal. My name is Ivan Lenin, for which it should be thankful to my grandfather who changed his surname in 1920. Today, Colonel Malyshev made the deputy of Journal Colonel Epstein. We're moving out for a scouting mission on the surface. We're pretty happy about this, as it means I'm not the only one who started hearing scratching noises and grinding sounds from behind our walls. We're all probably going slightly nuts from isolation. Some of the scientists, on the other hand, believe that the source of sounds is different. They think it's the result of an experiment that were implemented here. They're knocking to be let in. We went on the first floor of the bunker. We were met by Senior Attendant Artemiev. Told us that his partner on the job, Petrov, has gone crazy. Ran around the bunker threatening to kill everyone. Artemiev and Private Sidorov locked him up in the maintenance room. The code 4316. Hey, a code. Pavel Markyutan went to check up on him. When Petrov saw him, he started yelling at he's seeing a dead man. Started accusing Pavel of being a body double of the original Pavel, who allegedly died. Left him food and are now trying to forget about him for a time. Artemiev and Sidorov wanted to join us. Epstein agreed and we all moved out together. Things seem pretty normal outside, but I had mixed feelings about the surroundings nonetheless. Clouds look menacing and seem to be too close to the ground. Everything is flooded on the east of the entrance, and the main thing, you can't hear any animals, neither birds nor beasts. If I say so myself, it's quiet. It's scary. We found the helicopter where it's supposed to have been standing, and it looks well preserved, even though Artemiev said that judging by his weather charts, more than 30 acid rainfalls have passed since moment X. Because of that, he believes that the helicopter is now irradiated, and any attempts to use it would be deadly. What a coward. Colonel Epstein decided we should split up. Myself, Pavel, and Marcin Sterkov and Hans Hersonovich will be staying near the entrance, and trying to start up the helicopter. He and the rest will go to Krasnozameni. Quite the mission, actually. I'm not too afraid of this alleged irradiation, despite all of Artemiev's bitching. Some fears I really do have. Everything just makes me mad lately. The damn bucket on tracks broke on the first floor. The helicopter broke too. Nothing's working properly anymore. What's done is done. Epstein and the rest moved out. Before decided to rest near the entrance. Started checking out the helicopter in the morning. Made a fire, pitched up some tents, and then Pavel suddenly became a little moody. Ugh, he said. Yesterday, well, what seemed like yesterday, all the trouble seemed to be so far away. Now it sure as hell seems like they are here to stay. After these words, even I fell into a philosophical mood, took out a cigarette, and said, Imagine, guys, there are probably no more countries, nothing to kill or die for, and no religions or ideologies too. Nothing of the sort. Starkov looked at me funny, then pointed to our surroundings and said that it's too late to quit drinking when your liver is already collapsed. Bold statement in our situation. Now then, a new day and a new day's labor. We're starting the birds checkup today. Like some people say, Gagarin went to space and saw no radiation even from up there. Radiation sickness, radiation poisoning, a load of bull if you ask me. And then he probably died of radiation poisoning, is my guess. Good job, sir.
Really proving that you're a real smart one. Yeah, you can kind of see it on the vehicle there. Okay, what do we got? How does this area look in... save, by the way. How does this area look in isometric mode? I like that, actually. All my isometric mode is really easy. Miss loot. That is an issue I have with isometric mode. I want to miss loot. Also, I wish I could zoom it out a bit more. I guess I can if I go into isometric mode and I just use max camera distance. For real. Hey, boy. A hard-weathered man, age 40 or so. He's sporting a huge and fluffy mustache and staring into the fire. He throws more branches into it from time to time. Rakes the coals with a stick. Upon seeing you, he waves. Hey man, don't run away. Let's have a talk. What are you exactly? Karpov, Maxim Maximovich Karpov. You may call me Digger. That's how most folks out here know me. Let's not delve into meaningless conversations. Stalking around. You must have seen it yourself. The remnants of former glory, I mean. The helicopter, the bunker entrance, all that stuff. How about I make you a little deal and cut you in on the profits? But what kind of deal? Look, this area is really well hidden. Locals think it's dangerous. Most try to ignore it. Only me and my boys came to check it out. The man points at his companions with a wide gesture. The others are nervous looking. Thin man in a torn sweater and a heavy red face, slightly intoxicated man in a dirty ski hat. Both nod to you. And even we found this place by chance. Spied upon some strange looking military types that tried to get in. Had a lot of troopers enter the bunker while we observed them from cover. Anyhow, they spent about a day inside, and when they exited, they sealed the doors again. See how honest I am? Yeah, you're as honest as you can get. So what's the deal? You want me to break the door? Doubt someone could break it, or hack it, or whatever. Pretty interesting lock in place. Makes you think how important the bunker must have been. Nah, the deal is this. I'll open the door for you. You'll check out the inside, you know, for monsters, traps, and all that bull. I think you're more capable of it. You'll also be free to take anything that's not nailed down, since there are probably no monsters or traps there. Actually get a rich quick scheme. How about it, pal? It's so great inside, why won't you go yourself? Ben shakes his shoulders slightly and waves at you away. I haven't got to yet, you know? We just make camp here. A place like that is easier to explore alone. We're sort of a team. I have a distinct feeling that the man is hiding some information from you, but he's not in a hurry to share. He watches you waiting for your reply and stirs the coals in the fire. So there's either horrible things in there, or he's going to try to shoot me once I've got all the loot. That's my guess. Let you talk to me into it. Open the door and I'll explore. The man claps his hands and winks to you. He's always happy you agreed. That's pretty good. Come on, boys. We have ourselves a new companion. He's going to check out the bunker for us, and then we'll loot it. Loot that lasts the end of our lives. Okay, well, they're going to go open it. Axe. Now that's a weapon. That's got crit for years. Holy shit, that's got crit. Box that needs a key. Well, damn. Don't got no key right now. Yeah, I have a feeling this is a trap. New save slot. Very likely a trap. don't remember or not it was told that in some of this. I heard about the Soviet government seeking doing some kind of special weapons in this area. Just like those sci-fi books by Sugratsky brothers. Ha. That's funny. You know about this place. Pretty strange place. Every day is less and less of those in the wasteland. I think this bunker can still surprise us all. It's like a little too preserved. Tell about yourself. Tell them about yourself. What can I say about myself? What were these guys? We're engaged in some prospecting. Our leader's one of the mustache. Those are fine places that haven't been looted yet. How old are you? Fine, I guess. Wouldn't say no to quieter life. Start a family, maybe. Follows my debts. Have to hang out around the pre-war ruins and bunkers because of them. Alright. What about you? Yeah, red-nosed, bearded man, about 30 years old, wearing a high-necked knit sweater and ski cap. He reeks of cheap booze and rotten onions. Ew. You want a couple questions? Heard any rumors? My friend passed through the Ostronoye village a few days ago. Stopped his truck, traded with locals. What happened afterwards was this. Some big fella approached him, you see, looking all crazy, screamed his lungs out. Comrade, comrade, you forgot the eggs. You could have left without your eggs, for God's sake. The thing was, my pal had no eggs of any sort in his truck, or even on his truck. Well, it didn't stop the half-wit. No, sir, you stood there in front of the vehicle shouting, "Take the eggs!" It's gonna help you, comrade. That you help someone in the future one day. Pal had to get his rifle out before the big fella forgot about his nonsense and ran away into the woods. Okay. I have some infos. Why not share it with a decent person like yourself? Nearby here you can find a bunker dug out by pre-war government. But how deep it goes, I have no idea. Never been inside myself. I just looked at the place, walked around a few times, and that's it. Always thought it would be nice to explore that place someday. I think it's too creepy for me. You need someone with proper experience to go in, like one of them archaeologists. You know, the inside of any old cave like the back of their hands. What can I tell me about myself? I'm just an average guy sitting here drinking. Alright. 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 I don't trust this man one bit. You mentioned troop of soldiers. Know anything about them? Military types? Yeah, we observed them from that village. What's his name? Odrinoya, I think? They looked pretty serious, back as a real heat. Equipped for war, I'd say. Been joked that they're the guys from Adam. Jokes aside, they sure as hell weren't locals. Well equipped they were, but as they left the bunker, we stopped watching them, so I don't really know where they went. Tell them about yourself. Much to tell, I was still pretty young when the bombs fell. Barely got out of Afghanistan after the hellhole, and just into the apocalypse wasn't too hard. Nowadays, most things we do is gathering and selling the old Soviet equipment we stumbled upon. For living. Don't know about this place. Too much, as some locals will tell you. It was a highly restricted area before the war. Barbed wire fences all over. Military snipers shooting trespassers on sight. And all that. Testing something out here. Something restricted. Don't really know. Don't really care. So for 20 years, nobody came out here. And after all we finished, no one will. Don't like that. Don't like that. What's your news? As I'd say, we just got through with Afghanistan, but then the bombs fell, and that's not all. Even the older war is still on our lives. For example, I heard that some boys were clearing a field not too long ago, and what do you know? Blown to bits when they struck an ancient shell. Yep, scores for you. People came to look, and in the crater there were 5 more dud shells and a rotten box filled with rifles and ammo. Those rifles, man, they were the sort of used back in the Civil War, no less. Don't really know what happened with all that loot afterwards. Maybe they buried it again. Maybe found someone who could do something with those rifles. Alright, trick me into entering this bunker. Please, go ahead. Here we go. Are they gonna close the door behind me? Is there gonna be murderous beasts in here? I'm gonna turn off isometric mode because it kind of makes this area annoying. Come on. Hey. Condom. Come on. Got one. Got two. Come on. I can get this open. Come on, game. Do a few more tries. Few more tries. Hey, see? Nope. Radiation lowering. Hey, Redo. Radiation resist. Nice. Good stuff so far. Everything's gonna be goddamn locked. We have a lot of this. Hey. My inventory's getting very full now. Can I make the bag? I can. I have a bag. For slightly more carry capacity. Oh boy, this looks like fun. Everything's dead. These are mutant ant carcasses. They look like they've been shot with an automatic weapon. What, like that?